This is problem 5-26 from the end of Chapter 5 problems in Brigham and Houston's Fundamentals of Financial Management, Concise 9th edition. And here we're looking at a loan payment. You'd save $4,000 for a down payment on a new car. The largest monthly payment you can afford is $350. The loan will have a 12% annual percentage rate, loan rate on it, based on end-of-month payments. That means it's an ordinary annuity. What's the most expensive car you can afford if you can finance it for 48 months? The most expensive that you can afford means how much can you afford between your $4,000 down payment and the money you borrow from the bank. What's the most car that you can afford? All right. At 48 months, at a 12% a year rate, okay, it's 12% a year, but we divide that by 12 to get the monthly interest rate. What we want to know is how much can you afford to borrow if you're going to completely pay it off by sending $350 a month. Okay, so the loan amount, that's what we're going to solve for here, plus down payment, that's $4,000. That'll tell us how much car you can afford. Alright, so to solve for the present value, PV, open parens, click on our button here. The rate's 1% a month for 48 months. You can give them $350 to completely pay off the loan. And that means you could borrow $13,290. Take the $13,291 plus the $4,000, the total car you could afford, $17,291. Now if you strung this out over 60 months, you could actually buy more car. You'd end up paying more interest, but you could buy more car simply because you don't have to pay off the $13,291 in 48 months. You could stretch that out over 60 months and actually pay more. If we looked at the total paid on the loan, you'd be making $350 a month payments for 48 months under this one, and you're making $350 a month payments for 60 months under this one. So total paid on the loan, the principal, would be how much they gave you. So how much of that would be interest? Assuming you paid it as agreed. $3,500 versus $5,265. If you pay an additional $1,750 interest, you can afford more car. And that's how car dealers deal with you. If you can only afford $350, well, we'll find a loan that'll match that. They have some loans these days that actually go a lot further, like a 84-month loan. So that'd be 84 months is a 7-year loan. You could buy even more car, but you're going to pay even more interest because you're going to pay interest for 7 years as opposed to 4 years or 5 years. All right? Take it out to 120 months, a 10-year loan on a car. That'll be a clunker by the time you get it ready to turn in, but you could borrow a whole lot more money on the car, but you're going to end up on that $24,000 loan, which means you could buy a $28,000 car. You're going to pay back $42,000 total. About $17,000 of it is interest, and $24,395. That's the principal of the loan. So caveat emptor when you're looking at car payments, the longer you stretch them out, the more interest you're going to pay. On the other hand, you can get more car that way.